What is up, YouTube? Your boy is back. Yes, we are back. Tonight is a big, big night for me. And you know I had to get back live so everyone can see me in the torture chamber. What is up, everybody? Mikey Hot Takes is back. We have the Game 1 of the NLCS. The New York Mets traveling to LA to take on those big, bad Los Angeles Dodgers. That is priority one. We'll keep you updated on that game first and foremost tonight. But we also, as always, will be covering the New York Football Giants as well. We got 2 screens set up, so if you're not able to watch both, we got you hooked up for the next 3, maybe 4 hours, hopefully less. I'm hoping for 2 W's, but we'll sign up for a Mets win at the very least. And here we go. Mets about to get going in a little bit. Kodai Senga on the mound for the New York Mets. Only his second start. Gave up that home run to Schwarber in the previous series. But other than that, settled down after that. And hopefully he can go longer than 2 innings tonight. I'd like to see him at least get 3 or 4 out there of quality innings. I don't want to tax this bullpen too early. We already saw if there is a weak spot for this squad, it is going to be the bullpen. From a New York Giants standpoint, some tough injuries, and it is going to be an uphill battle at MetLife Stadium against the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, the explosive offense for the Cincinnati Bengals. But the New York Giants have the most sacks in the NFL. Obviously, no Kayvon Thibodeau tonight. That is going to be a problem in the next couple of weeks. He's at least going to miss 4 games, going on IR this week. So that's a tough loss for the Giants. Just as this defensive line started to gel, just as they started to get it going, of course, we have a key injury to a guy we just started to see a little bit of a blossoming coming his way in Kayvon Thibodeau. So that's tough, but at the end of the day, it's a big game. If Daniel Jones and the New York Giants could somehow manufacture a win, I don't care if it's ugly. It probably will have to be ugly from a Giants standpoint. As we know, they're not really the most explosive offense in the NFL. They're kind of 1,000 daggers, long drives. That's what the Giants are going to need to do. And from the Mets' perspective, it's game 1, right? So I want to see aggressive at-bats. I want to see base hits. I want to see hitting. You know, if somebody gets blown up in game 1, pitching-wise, okay, you can adjust. Maybe that guy doesn't go back in or start. If Senga gets blown up tonight, maybe he goes into the bullpen later in the series. But right now, let's see some hitting. You have 7 games to play with. Let's be aggressive. We saw San Diego jump on the Dodgers pitching quite a bit in the previous series. So no reason the Mets cannot do the same. Also got a little Knicks preseason going on in the background. It's all happening tonight, folks. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you want more of these type of streams. Who knows? This could be a weekly occurrence if the Mets keep winning. We'll see how it goes. Knicks lineup right now is, I'm not going to lie, this bench lineup is going to need some tweaking offensively later in the season. Precious Achua and Deuce McBride are kind of the alphas with some campaign. You got Jericho Sims kind of jumping around out there. Looks completely different with the new haircut. So, I'm excited. I want the Mets. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to hear the crowd in LA tonight, so I'm going to need you guys to let me know. Is the crowd crazy? Is it ruckus? Is something going on? Is the announcer saying something crazy? That type of stuff I'm going to rely on the chat for. So please let me know if anything crazy is said during the broadcast. But other than that, I got you covered. Senga versus, I already forgot who's pitching for the Dodgers because I've just this night game on a Sunday is just so foreign to a Met fan, like an important night game on a Sunday in October. Oh, it's Jack Flaherty. Yeah, that's right. Jack Flaherty, very hittable starting pitcher. I mean, he has good days, he has bad days, but this is not Zach Wheeler by any stretch of the imagination. You should be aggressive, feel good that you got through that Philly series. You only saw Zach Wheeler once, and you won that game, so you should be able to get through Jack Flaherty. What's up, James? How's it going, brother? I am certainly back. That is a fact. Certainly not back at this moment. Got some Deuce McBride, crazy tough. This is like one of the most competitive preseason basketball games I ever watched. Had it on in the background while I was getting set up. The Dallas Cowboy game was an absolute blowout. Love to see that. But eventually that just got so boring to watch. The Lions were treating that like a flag football game. And Jerry Jones was crying in his own, choking on his own tears. So you love to see that. That's a good start to the sports day from a Giants fan perspective. And just for me, I really don't like the Dallas Cowboys. Even if I feel like if I wasn't a Giant fan, I still would hate the Cowboys this much. And that might be the case for a lot of NFL fans. What's up, McCreary? How we doing, brother? a Bengals fan in the chat, but you know what? This is the only exception we're going to make is for McCreary tonight, because obviously he's been a day one hot take subscriber in the chat all the time. He's been on the channel, of course. So obviously not rooting for your Bengals tonight. But if I had to sign up for a win, obviously I'm going to take the Mets winning game one in LA would be huge. Jack Flaherty, Kodai Senga. Let's read the lineups real quick. Why not? No surprises from either side, but Lindor, Vientos, Nimmo, Alonso, Marte, Winker, Iglesias, Tyrone Taylor playing center, Francisco Alvarez behind the plate. For the Dodgers, it's Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez playing center, Gavin Lux at second, Tommy Edman at short. So on paper, that Dodgers lineup is going to be pesky. We know that. If you've watched any Dodgers baseball in the last 5 years, you know their lineup come October is dangerous. One way or another, they're going to have enough guys. Obviously, they have Ohtani. They have Betts. They have Freeman. Those are studs, but this is a deep lineup. Guys like Tommy Edman, Gavin Lux at the bottom, maybe not the flashiest names, but they can get hits. They can beat out ground balls. They put balls in play. So those type of guys at the bottom of the lineup just to turn over the lineup to get you back to Ohtani, Freeman, Betts. And that's why they're in the NLCS, folks. The Mets, the team of destiny, we need it tonight. I need a good outing from Kodai Senga. And I want these bats to be aggressive. I want to see Brandon Nimmo be aggressive in the first inning. I know they're, no get-me-over fastballs game one. Set the tone early. Jack Flaherty should be hittable. And in game one in an NLCS, you sign up for Jack Flaherty. You have to be able to put some runs on the board early against this Dodger team. All right, I'm jacked up. How we doing tonight, folks? Hit that like button if you're popping in for a second. Looks like it's a John Smoltz special, so I'm happy I'm doing the game tonight so I don't have to listen to Smoltz. Listen, he's a great announcer when it comes to pitching, but I do think sometimes it gets down to you're listening to these pitching announcers break it down, these color commentators. Like Przinsky and Adam Wainwright last series were just trying to predict. They were trying to Tony Romo every single pitch. And at the end of the day, it's just like you're going to make yourself look stupid a bunch of times. Stop guessing the pitch. Maybe make general comments about patterns in pitching style, but saying, you go back to the fastball here, you go back to the slider here, every pitch. No, don't need to hear it because you look silly more often than not, because then the next pitch is the exact opposite of what you said you would do, and then it's right by them. So just a little pet peeve. Got it out of the way. That being said, I'm not listening to the game tonight, so you guys will have to deal with that if you're listening to the game, and so also somehow listening to me, which if you're doing both, God bless. I don't know how you would be doing both. But here we go. Looks like, got Tom Verducci looking spiffy. Fresh watch. Can't say that. Jeff McNeil on the active roster. Obviously, if you're a Met fan, you read about that today. Ottavino off the playoff roster. Jeff McNeil on it. I'm not mad at that. I don't think Mendoza wanted to use Adam Ottavino in any big spots. We haven't seen him in a big spot through the first two playoff series. So might as well get rid of him. McNeil offers you a bat off the bench, a lefty bat who can get a hit in a big spot or at least make contact in a big spot, and that's what you want. Winker DH in a day. Obviously with the righty Flaherty on the mound. Hopefully he could put one in the seats again. Jesse Winker was big in the last series. No doubt about it. They're both starting at the exact same time. So being a giant Met fan tonight is just chaos. Chaos. Jack Flaherty, predominantly fastball, curveball, slider. Crowd is decent in LA. All right, it's early still. They just watch football. They're rolling in from the parking lot. Carrie Underwood doing her thing on NBC for the football fans that are waiting for the Giant updates. Don't worry, we're still getting started. So, from a screen perspective, also, Mets, I'm locked in on the cable, numero uno. Giants, I will be watching on a stream, so that will probably be a little bit more delayed than if you're watching this live at home. So just bear in mind. We'll see what happens. Ohtani is just horrifying. 7 games with Shohei Ohtani is not really what you want to see. When you look at the Mets bullpen and you look at these guys are going to have to get Shohei Ohtani out. Who's the left-hander you go? Danny Young to get what's his name out, to get Shohei out. First pitch and we're underway. Fastball right down the middle from Flaherty. Top of the first. Fastball strike. Lindor, obviously the big grand slam in the last game. Swings at this pitch, rolls one over to second. That'll be the first out. 2 pitches, 1 out for the Dodgers and Flaherty. Lindor rolls out meekly to second base. Here's the man, Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos obviously has been... I have to stop saying obviously. I'm saying obviously every 2 seconds. Stop saying obviously. MetLife Stadium looking like it's packed to the gills. The people are excited. First pitch to Vientos, a fastball right by him, right in his breadbasket. Vientos, 429 in the postseason so far. He's been unbelievable. 1.181 OPS. Tremendous. Another fastball right on the outside corner for a strike. So he's coming right after these Mets hitters early. Threw 1 curveball on the outside corner to Lindor. Might have been a slider, and he rolled it over. The 0-2 is bounced in the dirt, blocked by Will Smith. So it'll be 1-2 to Vientos. 1 out. Tirico and Collinsworth doing their thing. I'll tell you what, Mike. 24 consecutive scoreless innings for Jack Flaherty. Not really what you want to hear from a Met fan perspective. Another slider in the dirt. Vientos spits on it. 2-2. 6 pitches. 1 out. Foul ball. Vientos a little bit out in front of the breaking ball. Stays alive, though. Need a bomb. An early bomb would really get the juices flowing. Set the tone for the game. Strike 3. Knuckle curve. Vientos goes down swinging. Way out in front. Brandon Nimmo. Let's do it, Brandon. Fastball just outside. Nimmo, good take. Brandon Nimmo, the king of the good take. No different there. Took that pitch. Solid. 1-0. Comes back on the outside corner, and this time nips the outside corner. 1-1. Nasty slider in the zone. Knuckle curve, they'll say. 1-2 to Brandon Nimmo. It's not looking good early. Some Met fans in attendance, but it's a lot of Dodger blue, obviously, in L.A. Good take from Nimmo. Got to at least make these pitchers work early in the series. Can't have weak innings like this, especially these are such big innings, the top of the first. Like, set the tone of how your at-bats are going to go with Flaherty. Flaherty, wild on that pitch. Fastball way high. 3-2. Brandon, 3-2 count Nimmo. Let's go, baby. Come on. I've been very critical of Brandon Nimmo all year. Obviously not. There's a base hit. No, not a base hit. Good defensive positioning. He scalds one to short, and it's caught on a line. So the Mets go 1-2-3. Solid contact from Brandon Nimmo there, that third at-bat, though. He lined one up the middle, got a fastball, lined it right up the middle. Nope. Sorry, Chris. Mets-Yankees is just okay. There's no problem with Mets-Yankees. That plays as well. Don't care about the West Coast. Sorry. Dodgers have had plenty of World Series opportunities. It's our time. It's our time. Giants, Bengals, gonna get started apparently at some point. Thank you, NBC. Whenever you guys want to get back to the game or start the game. I just have a hard time, like, unless he does some crazy stuff. I can't really hate somebody for hitting a home run against us. Obviously, he's a menace. He'll be a problem. He'll be a thorn in our side all series. We'll see how this first at bat goes with Senga. We got Japan on Japan. Malik Neighbors obviously inactive for the second straight game. See if the Giants can at least move the ball on offense for the second straight game without Malik Neighbors and Devin Singletary. We're doing double duty tonight. So if you're a Giants Mets fan, boy, are you in the right spot. Kayvon Thibodeau out for 4 weeks, as we mentioned earlier. Some key notes before that game starts. The Met game, Senga, the first inning will be very telling. He gave up that bomb to Schwarber, leadoff bomb, and then he settled down after. Can he lock in from the first at-bat? Because the first at-bat is his Japanese brethren, his compatriot, Shohei Ohtani, of course. He who does not need to be named. Of course, I can't speak. It's been a while, folks. It's been a while since we were live, and we got so much action going on. I'm tongue-tied. My brain is just melting. So much on the line. The Giants with a chance to go 3-3, get back to 500, and be competitive in this NFC East. This NFC East is nothing to be scared of. And then we're in the NLCS. Every run matters. Every base runner matters. Everything in this series is going to come down to the fine margins. Or the Dodgers are just going to batter us from Jump Street. Let's see. Bengals will receive. Giants kicking off. Greg Joseph. Kodai Senga on the mound against Shohei Ohtani. First pitch. Cutter off the plate. Dropped by Alvarez, but wouldn't have mattered. Was well off the plate. We're underway in New Jersey as well. Everything happening at once. Decent return, about to light the 30 for the Bengals. 1-0 to Shohei. He rolls one over to second base. Easily handled by Iglesias. Throws to Alonso. 1 away. So there goes Shohei. I don't know. I think I fear Will Smith the most in this series. If I'm picking someone that I feel like, didn't he just dominate us in a series earlier this year or in a game earlier this year? It might have been a doubleheader or something. I know Will Smith had a big day against us this year. And he's just a solid player. He's a sleeper. First play from scrimmage for the Bengals. They throw it out in the flat, get about 7 yards. Senga's first pitch to Mookie Betts runs inside. Just misses hitting him. 1-0 to Mookie. Mookie doing his thing so far this playoff, getting on base. It's only a matter of time till he gets hot. Senga spikes a fork ball into the dirt. Scooped up. 2-0. Joe Burrow, 2nd and 6. Drops back to pass all day to throw. Checks it down to Chase Brown for about a yard. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Bengals. 2-0 to Mookie Betts from Senga. He misses off the plate with the cutter, and it'll be 3-0 to Mookie. So we have a 3rd down and a 3-0 count. 2 pivotal plays early in the game. In both games. Senga, 4-pitch walk. Disgusting. Like, you can't be doing that. Second batter, you get Shohei to roll one over, and then all of a sudden you throw pretty much 4 uncompetitive pitches. It's not a good sign. Either you're scared, and Burrow, well, we'll see. They call that incomplete, that previous play. Dropped by Chase Brown. So 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Freddie Freeman up, the man out first. Senga way wide on the next pitch. Burrow steps up and he's going to run for a first down. Slides down right across the 45-yard line. Good coverage down the field. Burrow just stepped up in the pocket, had a lot of time. Senga looks stupid wild right now. Five uncompetitive pitches in a row and counting right now. So basically 5 of his 7 pitches have been awful. Next one, right on the corner, and it was generous. Cutter right on the outside corner. 1-1. 1st and 10 for Joe Burrow. Hands it off. Giants run to the ball. Gain of about 2 for Cincinnati. Senga spikes another fork ball. It's not looking good. Get somebody warm. Get somebody warm. Can we throw, like, I haven't seen one 4-seam fastball yet. He's throwing all cutters and all fork balls. First catch of the day for T. Higgins for a first down. Senga checks on Mookie Betts. He's back in safely. T. Higgins working on Deontay Banks, just a simple curl route. Comes back and gets to the football, gets a first down. Senga challenges Freddie Freeman, who fouls one away. If there's the 4-seamer, that fastball is down, and the Mets brass must know that fastball velocity is a little bit down. I wouldn't be surprised if he's holding another injury and he's just pitching through something right now. Burrow on 1st and 10, dances around the pocket, just throws it away. Senga again checks on Mookie Betts. Got to keep the runners honest in this series. Dodgers have some sneaky base stealers, just like the Mets kind of do. Nobody's an elite base stealer on either team, but when I guess Shohei is. But that's a whole other thing. Fork ball low. Full count to Freddie Freeman. We're already playing with fire if you're Kodai Senga. 2nd and 10 for Joe Burrow. He's going to get sacked. Brian Burns with a first quarter sack. And Senga walks Freddie Freeman. So it's a one. Right away you have Teoscar. Here you go, Steve. The guy you're most afraid of. Let's go, Shane. Hit that thumbs up if you're popping in for a second. I'd really appreciate hitting that thumbs up button. It's 4 hours probably on a Sunday night. The least you could do for your boy is hit that thumbs up button. Let's do it. Big at-bat early in the game for Teoscar Hernandez. Big 3rd and 18 early for the Bengals after the Brian Burns sack. It looks like they're not going to get the playoff. They'll spend a timeout early in the first quarter. Base open. This lineup, dude, Senga's not going to get through this inning. He has no idea where any of his pitches are going. No idea. This is why you shouldn't start a guy who hasn't pitched a full game all season long. These pitches are not even close. He's completely forgot how to pitch. It's getting frustrating. This is why we have two. This is why I did the game. I decided to do the Mets game tonight. Because we do have the Giants game on the side. At least I can be distracted constantly by either good things or bad things as they happen. Not just stuck on one game. I don't know, Chris. Have you seen the way his pitches have looked so far? His pitches have been nowhere near the strike zone before this at-bat. Joe Burrow steps up in the pocket. He's just going to run for a first down on 3rd and 18. Not just a first down. He's going to take that all the way for a touchdown. Unbelievable run for Joe Burrow. after they just called a timeout. Definitely get somebody warm. 3-0 to Teoscar Hernandez. Walks him. Unbelievable. Giants playing man coverage. Nobody follows Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow just takes off, gets to the end zone, gone. So 6-0 Cincy. They were playing great defense. They get a sack. And then Joe Burrow runs for a touchdown. We also have bases loaded, 1 out. This is what I meant by torture chamber here. Can we get a ground ball? Senga has no idea where he's throwing the ball. Who did I say I was most afraid of? Will Smith. Go back and rewind the stream. About less than 5 minutes ago, I said I was most afraid of Will Smith. The Giants are not going to be able to play like... If Joe Burrow's deciding he's going to run the football tonight, Giants are not prepared for that, clearly. Will Smith, not having good playoffs so far. 2 for 16 in the playoffs so far. Doesn't matter because Senga can't throw a strike. Right down the middle, Will Smith pops it up in the air. Tyrone Taylor underneath it. He guns it home, and Mookie Betts fakes. So the best case scenario there for the Mets. They get a second out. Mookie Betts does not tag, does not commit to running. Forces a throw, but no. The throw was a little bit up the line. Probably would have been safe. But definitely a risk with the bases loaded. And the way Senga's pitching right now. Just a swing away from pretty much ending game 1. All right, here we go. Senga to Max Muncy, a dangerous hitter. Nice cutter on the outside corner. In for a strike. Muncy also struggling so far this postseason. So Will Smith and Max Muncy don't have it going right now. That's obvious. Haven't watched every second of the Dodgers-Padres series just because these Mets games have been so grueling. Another spike from Senga. The forkball is not anywhere near competitive right now, which is a real issue. So he's just out there throwing cutters. Throwing fastballs 10 feet over the strike zone. Yeah, he definitely would have scored, Chris. (1-1) to Max Muncy. 19th pitch or 20th pitch incoming for Senga. Cutter high. 2-1. Giants receiving now. 11:32 remaining in the first quarter. Giants Bengals 7-0 Cincinnati. Joe Burrow with like a 50-yard touchdown run. Giants just playing straight up coverage, guarding the hell out of the receivers, and Joe Burrow realized that and just took off. Muncy right down the middle, base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and it's 2-0 LA. Right away, here we go. Just a torture chamber. Great start for Kodai Senga. Daniel Jones completes to Darius Slayton on his first throw of the game. That's a first down. But both my teams down as quickly as they could possibly be down so far. Just like blink, both my teams losing. Darius Slayton almost a drop on first down. Max Muncy, I mean, Senga has been horrible this inning. Just horrible. Playing with fire, don't deserve to get out of this inning, to be honest with you. Hasn't made any good pitches. Jones, horrible throw, trying to look for Wan'Dale Robinson, just threw it out of bounds, basically. 1-0 to Kike Hernandez. I mean, this is just... Did I expect this to all be, dandelions and roses? Absolutely not. It's the Giants and Mets I've watched plenty of times. I did not expect domination on either of these games. But can we at least ease into it for a second before we start getting battered? Jones rolls to his right, has nobody, throws it out of bounds. Senga, 1-0 pitch, comebacker, right back at him. He fields it, and he tosses to first for the final out, but not before 2 runs come across. Damage done for the Dodgers in the first. Brutal. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Giants. Bengals defense looks like they're swarming early. Jones looks a little bit confused. Jones completes to Jalen Hyatt, well short of the first down. 4th down. And the Giants are going to punt. Brutal. Wow. Tough. How soon before this turns into a live reaction to Tulsa King? Yeah, honestly, I wish if I could just listen to it with AirPods and then just describe it as it's happening, you guys might enjoy that more in about an hour at the way this is going. The way Senga looks, the way the Giants defense looked on that first drive, 3rd and 18 and you give up a 50-yard touchdown. Now the offense goes 3 and out. There's a flag on the play. Probably be on the Giants. Even though they didn't have any, I don't think they had any penalties last week. Holding on the receiving team, so that's nice. All right. It's a little bit disheartening that the Mets have decided to start Kodai Senga again. And again, in a big spot, he just completely loses his control. He doesn't look ready for the big spot. Now the bats are going to have to get going, obviously. Is anybody warming up for the Mets? That's something I need to know. That's something they might only announce on the broadcast. They might not show the bullpen. So please let me know if somebody's warming up. Appreciate that. Just brutal. 3rd and 18 for the Giants. And then also, at the same exact time, Kodai Senga is walking the ballpark. Back from break in the Met game, right away, Jack Flaherty just pumps a strike. And that's the difference already. 2 runs is nothing, but the problem is the pitcher that you have on the mound that you started the game already probably has to come out. I'm not necessarily worried about giving up 2 runs. I have no idea who... Maybe Rick Brunson, maybe? Maybe Tibbs? I don't know. I saw that briefly, but they didn't really mention it during the broadcast. I saw it. Let's go. Mets are built for comebacks. I agree. Bengals backed up. Good punt. Backed up at their own 3-yard line. Alonzo goes down swinging, by the way, on a curveball. Nice play from not Brian Burns, Deontay Banks and Brian Burns on run defense. It's not going to matter if you're not going to stop Joey Burrow on third down, though. Flaherty to Marte. Misses his spot by about 2 feet. Still a strike. Fastball up and in. Marte took it, and it was a strike. Come on, if you can't hit Jack Flaherty, I don't want to hear it. Next pitch is low. 1-1 to Starling Marte. 1 out. Alonzo struck out to lead off the inning. Burrow drops back to pass, completes to Jamar Chase for about 6, just short of the first down. (2-1) to Marte. Another hittable pitch. 92 right in the middle of the zone. Marte late. Third and 1 for the Bengals, deep in their own zone. Giants need to get a stop. They'll get a sack! No, they won't. Ojulari doesn't finish off the play, and it's incomplete, so they will punt. But Azeez Ojulari, you have to make that sack. I don't know what you're doing. Right, what the hell was that? How do you not finish off that sack? Off the ball. What was that from Azeez Ojulari? Instead of getting a sack and backing them up even further, I mean, it's not a big deal because it's 4th down. They're going to have to punt. I still don't understand how Azeez Ojulari doesn't make that sack. The Giants use a timeout with 8:25 in the first quarter. What is this about? I'm so confused. 2 outs for the Mets, by the way. Marte got out. Didn't see it. Sorry, apologies. I'm sure it was a feeble at bat. 1-0 to Winker. Winker swings at it. Grounds out to second. Mets go in order once again. I don't know where the hope is going to come from tonight, folks. We're going to have to dig deep. We're going to have to really lock in and hope something magical happens. Punt's in the air. Giants. Smith Marset fields the punt. Shouldn't have even fielded it. Gets leveled. I don't understand what happened to that guy. It looked like Azeez Ojulari's controller died. He just gave up on the sack. Had one of the best pass rush reps of his entire career, if not the best. Goes right around the tackle, untouched, and then messes up and doesn't finish the sack. Doesn't pile drive Joe Burrow. It looked like he was afraid of hurting Joe Burrow. That's what it looked like. Unbelievable. Doesn't really matter because, they punted anyway. They would have had to punt if he made that sack. Whatever. But, yeah, his controller completely died. Azeez Ojulari needs to make that play. Doesn't matter. They got away with it. Offense has to respond. Defense looks all right. The pass rush is there again. A couple of sacks, or should be sacks, early for the Giants. The Mets, if Senga's leash has to be really tight right now, starting this second inning. You cannot give him another 3 batters to walk. If he starts walking the park again, yank him. I mean, Jack Flaherty is doing nothing special out there as far as I can see. I mean, it was different from Game 1 when Zach Wheeler's coming out throwing 98, top of the zone, blowing it by you. Looks like you can't even see the ball up there with the shadows and everything. It's Jack Flaherty throwing 93-mile-an-hour cutters or fastballs right down the middle, a little bit of a curveball. If you can't hit that, Nothing on tap tonight, Ray. Sunday night's been a long week. Having a little coffee, trying to stay on top of things. Don't want to be exhausted tomorrow. Let's put it that way. I might be exhausted no matter what, though, because it looks like the Giants are one bad possession away here from this game being over. So I don't think you can give the Bengals the ball back right away and expect to tell the tale. You can't go 3 and out. And for the Mets, if Senga gets is batter by batter now, you need to get somebody up. I don't know if Peterson's in the Let me know if somebody starts getting warm. Holiday weekend technically, but tell that to my bosses who want me to work tomorrow. The people want Shane. Shane, always a supporter of MHT, but on a Sunday night, does Shane want to be here is the question. That is the question. Daniel Jones in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Handoff to Tyrone Tracy Jr. He gets about a yard. Kodai Senga, first pitch. A 67-mile-an-hour, what was that, a curveball? Was that an ephus? 67 miles an hour. Senga just looks like he is just trying whatever he can up there. Next pitch, cutter, high, 2-0 to Gavin Lux, the 8-hitter. It's going to be that type of night for Kodai Senga. 2nd and 8 for the Giants. Jones in the shotgun, gets rid of it, incomplete, looking for Wan'Dale Robinson, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd and 8. 3-0 count, it's just they are working in parallels right now. Senga walks and Giants 3 and outs. That was the best pitch Senga's thrown all night. It's a fastball right down the middle. And if he throws it again, it'll get hit 500 feet. Senga, leadoff walk. Got to get him out. Daniel Jones, 3rd and 8. Tries to break free, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just horrible. Horrible offense again. There is a flag. Are they going to call a face mask? Are we going to get bailed out here? What's the call? Let's hear it, Carl Cheffers. Defensive holding. Automatic first down. There's a break. Senga has to come out. What do you guys think? Kelly, Ray, you got to pull Senga. What was that, 3 walks, 4 walks in the first 9 batters? Senga pitch clock violation. It's 1-0. So the guy push bunt from Tommy Edman. Nice play from Vientos, but the sacrifice is successful. The Giants pitch it to Wan'Dale. He gets about 6 or 7 after the defensive holding continues the drive. So they have to capitalize now. You get a defensive holding on 3rd down. Top of the order now. You have Shohei and you have Mookie Betts with a chance to get another run home, at least. Second and 3 for the Giants. Shohei Ohtani, first pitch from Senga. I don't like this at bat at all. I feel like Shohei is going to dominate him. Tyrone Tracy does DDTs himself before picking up a yard. Ohtani base hit through the hole, and it's 3-0. Does Ohtani pull in at second? No, he'll stop at first. 3-0 Dodgers. Brutal. 3rd and 2 for the Giants. Have to convert. This is just, the Giants might have to save the night tonight with at least keeping this close so we can watch 4 quarters. I don't think they're going to get anything going on offense. They complete to Darius Slayton, who falls forward for a first. .540 remaining first quarter. Reed Garrett coming in for the Mets. Kodai Senga can't take the mound again. Rick Brunson and Dante were beefing after the game and had to be separated. That's pretty crazy. Is that a fact? This is what happens when they let you run the show. Let's see it. Watching the clip right now. Dante is heated, man. Good for him. Daniel Jones completes to Wan'Dale Robinson for a solid gain. I'm on Dante's side. Like, I don't understand but he's talking like crazy shit in a preseason game. For what reason? Jones, horrible throw. Oh my God, his arm got hit and it's picked. Just horrible decision. What the hell is he doing? This is a nightmare from hell. BJ Hill, of course, the ex-Giant. I guess he's trying to throw it through the back of the end zone, but his arm gets hit. Just horrible. He's got a defender right in his face. And now we have Reed Garrett. Daniel Jones, terrible red zone pick. Unbelievable. 0-1 to Mookie Betts. Reed Garrett, save us. Betts lines out to Iglesias. Inside out swing. And Iglesias happened to be standing at the right spot. So 2 outs, man on first, 3-0 Dodgers. Daniel Jones, I can't believe that pick just happened. I thought, like, what are you doing? That was his worst play of the season, not even close. I don't know what he's doing there. Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing there, Steve. He saw the pressure. He has to try to run away from that. He can't just try to, like, airmail it out of bounds off his back foot. At least his pick happened early. That's all I can say. It's a long game in that one. It's a one-possession game in that one. Whereas this Met game feels like it's over already in the bottom of the second. I know it's not, and I know the Mets can come back, but it's just like your starting pitcher gave you nothing. It's an uphill battle from here. Yeah, he's got to take a sack or he's got to try to evade pressure there and throw it out of bounds. I don't know why he thought he had enough time to throw that off his back foot without getting rocked. That was his worst play of the season. Reed Garrett checks on Shohei at first. Shohei, obviously, what do you have? 50 stolen bases, so you got to watch out for him. First down for the Bengals after the horrible interception from Jones. Maybe the defense can spark something here. They throw a screen to Chase Brown. He picks up a first. Shohei is out. Good throw from Alvarez. Shohei tried to steal, and they get Shohei at second base. So, Bad inning from Kodai, like bad outing from Kodai Senga. Horrible start from Daniel Jones. I thought Shohei was on the bag, but then slid off of it. Not sure if Lindor held the tag. They might review that. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. They hand it off to Chase Brown again. He's running hard, gets about 6 or 7. Need something to flip in one of these games. Need a bomb in the Mets game. Turnover from the Bengals here. Something. 2nd and 3 for the Bengals. Mets in commercial. Burrow audibling. Fullback goes out wide. They fake the pitch. Burrow almost intercepted. Nice hands there. Not sure who that was even. 55. Nice play. Nice play by 55 on the Giants, getting his hand up, saving a completion. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 3. Who knows? Maybe the Bengals go for it. Burrow drops back, all day to throw. Completes to T. Higgins. Banks is all over T. Higgins, but just boxes him out. Too big. Pitch it out wide again. Chase Brown knocked over by his own lineman. No gain. We're struggling here, boys. We're struggling. Second down for the Bengals. 1:30 remaining first quarter. 7-0 on the Joe Burrow. Big 50-yard TD run. That's the difference in the game. Daniel Jones just threw a brutal red zone pick. Got hit. Should have evaded pressure a little bit better. Just tried to throw it out through the back of the end zone. Got his arm hit. Horrible decision. Zach Moss up the middle. Gets about 5 or 6, and it'll be 3rd and short again for the Bengals. They'll probably go for it. It's probably 4-down territory anyway. Need to start creating negative plays. Iglesias first pitch swinging, fouls it off. 3rd and 3 for the Bengals. Their receivers they have such a different type of receiving core than with the Giants. Wow, they hand it off and Brian Burns reads it right away for a big loss. Another tackle for loss for Brian Burns. He's been playing great. One to Jose Iglesias. He takes it. I mean, Brian Burns is basically in the backfield as soon as the play starts. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. The Bengals will punt. So the defense holds strong. The pick is not going to be the difference in this game. Daniel Jones, you have already made a brutal mistake that is taking points off the board. We cannot deal with that again in this game. We cannot. Defense has made some plays. Brian Burns is getting there on 3rd down. You drove the ball down the field. Now you have to put points up. Iglesias, fastball right down the middle, driven deep, but plenty of room for Kike to make the play. Probably the best swing so far by any Met. Although Nimmo did lace one up the middle. That was caught. Struggle. Kodai Senga and Daniel Jones both just laying eggs so far. Tyrone Taylor takes another strike. 0-2 to Tyrone Taylor, 1 out. Like, Flaherty is pumping the zone. And the Mets have Reed Garrett in the third inning. That's all you need to know about that game so far. Flaherty takes it. Taylor fouls one away. 1-2. Got to get some base runners, man. Two to Tyrone Taylor. Hanging breaking ball, and he pops it straight up in the air to Will Smith. Caught. 2 out. I mean, that is just a pitch. You can't miss that pitch if you want to win the game. Like, I'm sorry, that was a hanging breaking ball. Bengals with the punt team out now on 4th and 7. They do punt it. Fair catch called for it around the 14-yard line. The Giants will start their drive from there. Alvarez, big cut at a breaking ball in the first pitch, waves at it. Shane is not here. Shane Hot Takes is a different channel. I think you guys signed up for that one. Daniel Jones, 6 of 10, 62 yards and a pick. I mean, the pick is brutal. Again, he drives down the field, looks good, panics in the red zone. Jones keeps it up the middle. Good run from Daniel Jones. Straight up the gut. Gets about 15. Out near the 28, 29 yard line. Got to put a drive together here. No turnovers. No turnovers. Alvarez working a decent AB here. Full count. A lot of breaking pitches. See what Flaherty does here. 3rd and 2. I mean, 1st and 10. Jones gets sacked by Trey Hendrickson. Alvarez fouls away a breaking ball. 3 and 2. We'll do it again. Andrew Thomas gets worked. By Trey Hendrickson. Easy sack. 2nd and 19 now. Jones will keep it, run it up the gut. Just lowers his shoulder, picks up about 10 yards. Alvarez battling as well. 3-2 count. 45 pitches Flaherty's at right now. We need to start stringing some hits together. 7 pitch at bat so far. Alvarez waves out a slider outside. And that'll be the end of the inning. So the Mets still no hits through 3. 3rd and 8 for Daniel Jones and the Giants. They're about to give the ball back to the Bengals, no doubt. Jones steps up. Incomplete. Had a man open. Throws it incomplete. Looking for Wan'Dale Robinson. B.J. Hill again on the pressure. Excuse me. Robinson had space. Jones threw it in there, but just had to get rid of it a little early. Incomplete. What's your favorite scary movies? I do not pretend to be Mr. Horror guy. Yeah, agree, Ray. That's one where if you have a bigger wide receiver, you don't try to be as perfect with it and you just kind of get it out to him. But yeah, bad throw. Clearly had a guy open. Got rid of it too early. 12:35 remaining. Giants punt again. Lucky that it's 7-0. Favorite scary movie? I honestly don't know. I do like Get Out. Do you consider Get Out a scary movie? I remember seeing that in theaters like on a whim, and I thought that was like one of the better ones I've ever seen. Otherwise, I'm just like, can take or leave scary movies. This is crazy. Unreal. Giants not moving the ball, and also the Mets not able to get hits. So we have a Daniel Jones pick, and we have no hits from the Mets. I almost just couldn't write that script any worse. This is why we don't stream, folks, because you know what? I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be locked in a torture. You guys can go outside, take a breath of fresh air, change the channel, look at your cell phone, watch a video, put a movie on. It's spooky season. Reed Garrett, uncompetitive pitch, 1-0. Does anybody want to do something good on either one of my teams right now? Brian Burns is playing all right. Should I get excited about Brian Burns? At least we traded for one guy who doesn't suck. Freddie Freeman, lasers one, base hit. Freddie Freeman can barely move out there, and he's getting base hits. Getting on base twice. They're showing Katz's Deli. I mean, like, Katz's Deli, a good 3 hour. Is it not like a good 3 hour ride with traffic from MetLife Stadium to Katz's Deli? Let's be honest. Now, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Burrow steps up. Nowhere to go with the ball. Dancing back there. Incomplete. Tries to throw it at one of his linemen. That should be intentional grounding. How is that not grounding? There you go. They throw the flag. No one near him. Burrow just thinking that he's Patrick Mahomes. You're not. You're not, brother. He's elusive. Don't get me wrong. He had a great run, but like, I don't know what he thought he was doing there. He just starts shimmying, going backwards. Intentional grounding called. Teoscar at the plate. 1-2 count. Reed Garrett has already looked better than Senga, and all he's done is walk somebody or give up a base hit. Excuse me. Got out of last inning okay, but you don't want to be going to Reed Garrett this early. You're pretty much conceding. 2nd and 24 for Burrow. 1-2 count for Garrett. He strikes out Teoscar. Good pitch. Giants swarm to the football, and Zach Moss. It'll be 3rd and long for the Bengals. Heck of a pitch from Reed Garrett. Burrow steps up, checks it down. Giants got to make a tackle. Guess who it is? Jamar Chase. They do make a tackle. They swarm to the football. It'll be fourth down for the Bengals. So neither offense really getting anything going. Joe Burrow down the field has not connected with anyone yet. He did run break free when the Giants were playing that man coverage all the way over the field, and he just didn't see a spy, so he just took off. Another punt for the Bengals. Smith Marset is scaring me back there. I don't know why. He's looked fine, but the Giants punt returning, like, their special teams guys have all gotten injured. Olszewski, or however you say his name, Graham Gano, Jamie Gillen's hurt. Smith Marset just gets wrapped up. At least he held on to the ball. Reed Garrett, a couple of strikeouts here in the third. Back-to-back. This time he gets Will Smith. Will Smith looks shaky. Jesus. Two pretty bad at-bats from Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of L.A. Can somebody break 15 tackles or somebody break free? Can there be a broken coverage for the Bengals? Can something happen here for the Giants offense? And for the Mets, it looks like they're taking Reed Garrett out. So it's going to be pretty much a full bullpen game for the Mets. Obviously, we knew that with Senga getting shelled in the first. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones. They go to commercial with the pitching change. Handoff up the middle. Tyrone Tracy, I think, or is it Eric Gray? It's Eric Gray on the first down carry. He picks up about 3. Not an eventful start in the football game. Obviously, we have a touchdown for Joe Burrow and a pick, but other than that, it's been a lot of defense. And in the Met game, Kodai Senga did not have any type of control tonight. Didn't give the Mets a chance, really. Not competitive. 2nd and 7 now for Daniel Jones and the Giants on their own 20-yard line. A lot of work to be done here. They hand it off again. This time, again, it's Eric Gray. He picks up another 3, so it'll be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. You got to be able to pick these up. O-line doesn't look great tonight for the Giants. I will say that. Not getting a good push in the run game like they did last week, and definitely, some more pressure in Jones's face early. I'm not saying that's the reason he's been bad. He's looked just bad tonight so far, but there has been more pressure than there was earlier this year. 3rd and 3. Jones drops back. Doesn't know where to go with the football. He's just going to take off and run. He picks up a first. Definite first down. But Daniel Jones, his best attribute sometimes is just the fact that he's a big body that's willing to run with the football and like truck stick you. He's not looking to slide, which is pretty impressive for a guy who just came off an ACL and neck injury. I thought he does reach out at the right time to pick up the first. He holds on to the football, which is most important. Mets go into David Peterson, old reliable. Is it too late to go to Peterson? Jones, shotgun. Checks it down to Tyrone Tracy Jr., who picks up a first. David Peterson's first pitch is a strike to Max Muncy. So Peterson has been old reliable for Carlos Mendoza. Whenever you need some innings, some quality innings to keep you in the game, you go to David Peterson. That's been the recipe for success. And no different tonight, although down 3-0 already. Do you just wish you could save Peterson? Maybe give him another day's rest? Probably. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones at his own 39.5-yard line. Jones drops back. Airs one out down the sideline, looking for Slayton. Incomplete. Decent throw, decent coverage. Peterson. Muncy fouls one off. Fastball outside corner. Muncy just fights it off. It'll be 1-2. Darius Slayton down the sideline. It looks like a decent throw to me. Safety coming over the top, puts it where his guy only could get it. I just don't say what you want about Slayton and Robinson. I know Jones isn't making the best throws. They just don't give you enough of a target You have to put it perfectly for them to make a play. He dumps it off to Daniel Bellinger, who picks up about 5 or 6. David Peterson gets out of the inning. David Peterson is just automatic, isn't he? Illegal shift on the Giants. Second and 15 after that. Second and 15, 7:45 remaining, 7-0 Bengals. I mean, there's so much time to make a play in this game, but when are you going to do it? They run the draw play to Tyrone Tracy, and he's getting stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 15. Whole lot of short runs from the running backs and check downs from the quarterback so far. And even when Daniel Jones tries to throw it down the field, it doesn't look good so far. Just missing his guys by a yard, 2 yards. Tyrone Tracy trying to make a crazy cutback in the hole. Hilton makes a nice play. 7 minutes remaining, second quarter, 3rd and 15 now. Almost certainly this will be like a screen or a check down or nothing big. Jones steps up. Takes it himself. Nowhere to go with the ball. How are these receivers not getting open down the field? It's just insane to me how all these other teams, when the quarterback in a scramble drill, these receivers are getting open. I mean, I'm looking. There's nobody to throw the ball to there. Giants will punt again, 4th and 5 in their own side of the field. Good punt fielded at the 11. By Hack. Never seen this guy before, but he's had 2 good punts in a row. So maybe he's better than Jamie Gillen. I'm not sure. They show Grand Central Terminal. Again, not really close to New Jersey. Okay? Let's go. Let's score some runs. I need a bloop and a blast to start this top of the 4th. We got the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor. Lindor takes the first pitch up and away. Need some base runners, need a rally, get something going here. 4th inning is the time. Is the time to strike. Second time through the lineup. Outside. No hits yet. So, that's what we're dealing with from a Mets perspective. Getting no hit by Jack Flaherty in Game 1 of the NLCS versus getting blanked by the Bengals, who've had one of the worst defenses in the NFL so far this year. Receivers just not getting open, though, is just, you could tell. There's nobody to make the Bengals defense nervous down the field. Flaherty 3-0. He walks Lindor on 4 pitches. That's how you get started. Let's go. Let's start a rally. Let's get a couple runs. Bloop and a blast. We're going to need like a pick 6 or a fumble recovery for a touchdown or a sack where Joe Burrow fumbles the ball, something like that today. Because the offense does not look fluid. The receivers are not getting open. Mark Vientos, 1-0 count. Top of the 4th, 3-0 Dodgers. Jack Flaherty, 5 straight balls to start this 4th. And Vientos swings at ball 2. And it's 1-1. Mark Vientos has been the Mets' best hitter so far this playoffs. Don't want to criticize him too much, but you just watched Jack Flaherty throw 5 balls in a row. Maybe lay off that pitch. Next pitch, foul down the line. 1-2 now. You should be up 2-1. Should have got a good pitch to hit. Instead, you're looking at 1-2. Chase Brown up the middle gets about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Bengals. 1-2 count. Vientos versus Flaherty. Top 4. Vientos stares at a fastball that comes back across the inside corner according to the umpire. 5 Ks for Jack Flaherty. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Jack Flaherty. 6 minutes left in the first half of the Giant game. 2nd and 6. Burrow drops back. Completes to T. Higgins for a big play. First down. Giants have to make tackles. Stop going for the football. Nice pitch from Flaherty. Just misses low. 2-0 to Brandon Nimmo. Need base runners here? Come on. Nimmo pops one up down the left field line. Teoscar is over and he makes the catch. Burrow completes again to T. Higgins. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage and almost intercepted, but T. Higgins still makes the catch off the deflection. This is getting crazy. Just can't catch a break here. Flaherty versus Alonso. First pitch slider off the plate. 1-0 count. 2nd and 3 for the Bengals across midfield. They pitch it wide to Chase Brown, who's swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage by a bunch of Giants players, including Tyler Nubin. Alonso takes. Looks like that was called low. Yes, it was. 2-0 count. 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. I mean, the Giants' defense kind of playing their best hand in this first half, keeping the Bengals in check, and you still have no points on the board. It's very disheartening. (1-1) to Alonso. Low. Burrow. Incomplete, looking for Jamar Chase. Dropped it. 4th and 5, and he dropped it now. On 3rd and 5, he dropped it. Adoree Jackson kind of near Jamar Chase, but the Giants now chance to score before halftime, and they do get the ball before coming out of the half. Burrow just dropped it into Jamar Chase's hands, and he dropped it. Unbelievable, some of the drops in the NFL these days. I feel like it's at an all-time high, the drops. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe just because I watch a lot of Giants football. Takes a Bengals bounce, and the Giants will start at their own 5-yard line. So good luck with that. 3:14 remaining in that one. 2-2 count to Pete Alonso. 61 pitches in for Jack Flaherty. Little gapper here, Pete. Come on. Slider in the dirt. Good block from Will Smith. It'll be a full count. Lindor will be sent in motion. Let's go. Excellent outing so far for Jack Flaherty. Mets have had no idea how to hit him so far. Quite literally no idea. Good take from Pete Alonso. So now the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Starling Marte. Or is it Jose Iglesias? It might be Jose Iglesias. Excuse me why. No, it's Starling Marte. Let's go. Big swing from Marte would get me excited. No doubt. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, coming out to talk to Flaherty. Brutal. Let's go. Big at bat here for Marte. Need at least a base hit. At least a base hit. Don't try to do too much. Come on, keep the line moving. 2-out rally. He had some good pitches to hit against Flaherty, first AB. Over anxious at that slider. Goes around. 0-1. Marte drives one to right field, and Mookie Betts is underneath it. Damn. Thought he put a good swing on that. Not enough. And we go to the bottom of the fourth with the score still 3-0. Jones connects to Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton, big play down the field, and there's a flag. This will probably come all the way back, right? Ineligible man downfield on Andrew Thomas. How is he ineligible on this play this quickly? Brutal. What is Andrew Thomas doing, man? 1st and 14 now. Have the biggest play of the season negated by a stupid ass ineligible man downfield by Andrew Thomas. Jones just bombs one down the sideline looking for Jalen Hyatt, incomplete. Second and 14. Jones has not hit on a deep ball. He finally hits Slayton on a big slant play, and it got negated by Andrew Thomas. Just can't have nice things. Dropped by Darius Slayton. 3rd and 14. Third and 14. Can't imagine this will be any more successful. Jones gets rid of it to Tyrone Tracy. Makes one man miss, gets wrapped up. Just a brutal penalty on Andrew Thomas to ruin a big explosive play from the Giants. Now we have Kike Hernandez against David Peterson. 0-2 to Kike. High fastball. Kike spits on it. Shohei Ohtani, 3 batters away. That's a rip from Kike Hernandez for a base hit. David Peterson. See the Dodgers bunting. Vientos, nice play, but the Dodgers are moving runners over, just trying to tack onto their lead now. This is something the Mets don't do. David Roberts is pumped up. Tommy Edman, man on second. You just know they have two opportunities to get a base hit. You just have a good feeling the Dodgers are able to do that. Whereas the Mets, no hits. One, two count. Base hit. Like what are we talking about here? 4-0. Combined 11-0. My two teams are getting blanked 11-0 right now. 150 to go second quarter. Kike Hernandez, Tommy Edman, just simple baseball, bunting the guy over, getting a base hit. Good for the Dodgers because the Mets don't do that. Burrow sacked by Azeez Ojulari. Defense is hanging in the game. Just got Joe Burrow on his heel for a sack. Second and 11 now. 1:15 remaining. Giants 2 timeouts. Bengals 2 timeouts. Approaching midfield. Burrow drops back to pass. Dumps it off underneath to the tight end. Another base hit. Gapper this time. And it's 5-0 LA. Shohei double. This is ugly from a Mets fan perspective. We might have to switch over to the Giants exclusively, and they can't score either. At least they're showing some resistance on defense, but we'll see how long that lasts. 3rd and 4. Burrow drops back to pass. He's going to get sacked by Azeez Ojulari again. Wow. I stand corrected. Two sacks on this drive for Azeez Ojulari, and this one coming on 3rd down with 30 seconds left in the first half. Impressive stuff. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, the Mets are just coming unglued here. Peterson getting lit up now. Vientos throws out Mookie Betts, 2 outs. I mean, this Mets game, if they come back and win this, the Dodgers might as well hang up the series. "21 seconds left in the half. The Giants are just going to take a knee." Giants just taking a knee to end the first half with 0 points. They'll get the ball to start the second half, but oh my goodness gracious. That was a brutal first half offensively. Defense has done a lot of good things. Freddie Freeman, base hit. Shohei going, scores 6-0. Stop the stream. The blood is on my hands. Freddie Freeman on one leg. What does he have? Like 3 hits? This is brutal. Peterson getting lit up. Ground ball right back to him. Throws it to first for the final out. It's 13-0 combined Dodgers, Bengals against the Giants and the Mets right now. Who will score first, the Giants or the Mets? That is the question. The Mets have an entire halftime right now to get something going. I am going to take a brief intermission. I will be back in like 2 seconds. Just have to use the bathroom. My bad. We're good now. Thanks, Steve. Jesse Winker, leadoff base hit. We're at halftime for the Giant game. Nobody has. Which team do you think has more life offensively tonight? Giants or Mets? Who has a better chance of scoring 3? The Giants definitely have a better chance of scoring 3, but the Mets definitely have a better chance of putting points on the board or runs on the board, whatever you wanted to say. It's getting ugly. Like, it's ugly right now. 6-0 Dodgers. You got to have more fight than that in a playoff game. You can't go out sorry like this with a goose egg. Iglesias fouls one off. 0-2 count. Just stays alive. That big curveball, those big breaking balls are coming now with an 0-2 count. 71 pitches for Flaherty. He's probably got another 2 in him if he can keep the runs at bay here. There's the breaking ball in the dirt. Will Smith has blocked so many of those tonight. Those breaking balls off the plate. The Mets have been chasing them. So, Aiden Hutchinson injury was brutal earlier today. That was hard to watch. That sucks for the Lions. That sucks for him. Hopefully he gets better for next season because that was a broken leg. Mets need to have good at-bat after good at-bat after good at-bat after good at-bat. They need about 25 good at-bats in a row to get back in this game. They basically didn't get off the plane. Jack Flaherty in the NLCS, and you have 1 hit to speak of through 4 innings. Iglesias golfs one out to left, and that's going to sit for a base hit. So on cue, the Mets have 2 hits. Winker goes to third and gets thrown out. I don't know what Jesse Winker is doing on the bases, just running us out of an inning, essentially, running us out of a possible rally. That's just brutal. That's bad baseball. It just can't happen in this type of game. Not saying they would have won, but if you want any chance of coming back in a baseball game, you cannot do this type of shit. Jesse Winker caught in between 2 minds. I don't know why he's staring. Why is he staring at second base instead of just booking it to third? He's looking back at the throw as if he's going to get caught in a rundown. Instead, the throw just beats him down there. Horrible. Tyrone Taylor out to right, flies out to right. Could have been a run if Jesse Winker knew how to base run, and it's 2 outs. Just absolutely horrible base running from Jesse Winker. Alvarez, fly ball center field. That's the 3rd out. So some better swings that inning from the Mets, but still nothing to show for it. Jesse Winker runs them out of an inning. Waiting for the Giants to come back at this point. And if they can't put a drive together in the first drive of the half, I don't know how we're going to get through it tonight. Just nowhere to be had on offense for either team. Daniel Jones first half, 8 of 16, 81 yards. Joe Burrow, 9 of 15, 87 yards. Jones has the interception, of course. Jones has 37 yards rushing. Burrow has 57 yards rushing and the touchdown, which is the difference of the game. T. Higgins, 48 yards receiving on 4 catches. Tyler Nubin, 4 tackles. Brian Burns has a sack, 2 tackles for loss. Azeez Ojulari had 2 sacks on that drive, 2 tackles for loss. Honestly, should have 3 sacks in this game. Azeez Ojulari should have 3 sacks in this game. So, tough to watch on both ends right now. The Met game, I'm just hoping the Mets go silently, quickly. Need some runs. For the Bengals, I mean, it was really just the difference of this half was one run. Neither team can do anything on offense. Neither team can put together explosive plays. It's all check downs and handoffs for about 4 or 5. It's a very touchy-feely game. Giants need to come out guns blazing in this half. I don't know what that entails. I mean, Jones, the deep ball does not look good. I'll acknowledge that. But some of these other plays, I mean, that pick is just so bad. That pick is just so bad. Everything else in the half, maybe you can excuse. Okay, maybe he missed. A guy had a couple steps here, a couple steps there. Fine. Maybe a better quarterback makes a better throw. Fine. You want to acknowledge that? Sure. But I cannot sit here and be like, Joe Burrow has made one play in this game. Daniel Jones has made 0 plays. That's the difference. 7-0. We get the ball to start the half. Defense looks great. Put a drive together. Make a play. Who knows what can happen? No fumbles, no turnovers coming out of the half. Will be big. The NLCS brought to you by Who Cares. Almost gave a free sponsor shout out. The Mets just no-show tonight. It's not even worth discussing this game tomorrow. If you're like trying to break it down or do anything about it, you just throw this one in the trash. You got absolutely jumped on the road in LA. The better baseball team tonight. David Peterson out there eating innings. I mean, the Senga to Peterson thing was always a long shot to me because you're wasting 2 of your better arms in the same game. I'd like to and ideally you wouldn't use Peterson in a game where you're pretty much chasing. I get it was 3-0 when he came in. You don't expect him to give up 3 more runs. But now you're going to keep Peterson out there. I know he's only thrown 23 pitches. Now he's out there in a 6-run game when you might need him sooner rather than later in the series. His fastball velocity seems a little bit down. He might be getting a little bit tired. Start of the third quarter in New Jersey. 10 straight quarters without a touchdown at home for the New York Giants. It just can't happen, ladies and gentlemen. It just cannot happen. The New York Giants on offense have to put something together. And it's hard, but without Malik Neighbors, it's difficult. Let's be honest. These receivers are not explosive enough. They don't command attention. Like, they're all quick game plays that maybe Darius Slayton makes the catch or he gets his skull realigned or something like that. Peterson leadoff walk. This is brutal. This is brutal. They're inducting Tom Coughlin, Justin Tuck, Eli Manning, Kareem McKenzie, Sean O'Hara. See all these Giants greats at halftime. Don't see any greats on the field right now offensively. Peterson getting wasted on the mound here. Can't throw a strike, not throwing hard. We're underway to the third quarter. Kick goes through the back of the end zone. Giants will not take it out. Muncy, foul ball. Almost a dangerous little flare down the line. Talking to Dayball. Dave Roberts has managed a great game tonight. Let's be honest. The bunting. When you're up 3-0 already, or 2-0, whatever it was, I love tacking on with small ball. Get a lead and start tacking on. Stop trying to wait for home runs. First play out of scrimmage for Daniel Jones and the Giants. Jones drops back to pass. Looks. Incomplete, looking for Darius Slayton. Horrible throw. Two-two count to Max Muncy. Jones hands it off to Tyrone Tracy, who's going nowhere at all. Horrible start to this drive. Just can't believe it. I'm shocked. Third and 10 for the Giants. Their offensive line has been poor tonight. Daniel Jones has been poor tonight. Receivers have been bad tonight. Running back has been bad tonight. Play calling hasn't been that good. All of the above. Jones steps up, delivers to Theo Johnson short of the first down marker. They throw a flag. Probably will come back anyway, knowing the Giants. Illegal motion. Third down, they'll replay it. So they almost get bailed out because they threw it short of the sticks. Again, Germano Illuminor. I guess false start. They're saying it's 4th and 2. Giants leaving the offense out there. On 4th and 2. What can go wrong? They're in the shotgun. What can go wrong? Are they actually going to run a play here? I doubt it. They do. Jones. Blitz incomplete. Handing them points now. Let's see if Jones just sees him late, throws it late. Nope, just bad throw. This shit is over. Both games effectively over midway through. So we'll see how long we can get you through tonight. 13 minutes to go, and like Jones has been playing one of his worst halves in a long time. Definitely since week 1. This is his worst game so far. These like curl routes to these receivers are so bad. The receivers are getting decked. There's no timing on it. Burrow completes to Jamar Chase, first down. The ball's out. Fumble for Cincinnati. The Giants recover, and that could be the thing that sways the momentum. That's unbelievable if that will stand. We'll see if he's actually down by contact or if the ball is out there. The ball's out. That's big. Big turnover, and the Giants get another stab at it here. Unbelievable. Both teams struggling to put drives together. Just when you think one team is moving the ball a little bit, turnover, bad play, penalty, something happens to stall a drive. Both defenses playing out of their mind. It looks like Azeez Ojulari force that? If that's true, then he has 2 tackles for loss and a forced fumble so far tonight. Daniel Jones, like, throwing it to... I just can't with throwing it to Wandale and Darius Slayton. Unbelievable. All right, so we're in it. From a Giants perspective, we're still kind of in this game. I don't know how. The defense is balling out, clamping down. Jamar Chase has 3 catches for 28 yards against the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, 9 of 19, is not going to get it done. 4.7 yards per completion is not going to get it done. So we need to make something happen. Can somebody break a run? This run game has been horrible today. Tyrone Tracy and Eric Gray on 6 carries combined have 10 yards. We're back from break, both games. Lindor at the plate, Jones in the shotgun, hands it off to Tyrone Tracy, and there we go. 9-yard up the gut. That's the best carry of the day for a Giants running back. How is that not pass interference? Third and 1 for the Giants. They go QB sneak and they get the first down. Lindor goes down on a fastball up. The Mets are just going out sad tonight. Giants aren't doing much better offensively. They look like it's painful for them to move the ball forward. But at least the defense is here to play. Against a tough Bengals offense. Jones gives it to Tracy Jr. Tracy gets the edge. Goes out of bounds after about 3 yards. Vientos flies out down the line. Top of the 6th. 2 men away for the Mets. Jack Flaherty cruising. Cruising. 2nd and 8. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Gets it out wide to Wandale Robinson, who picks up about 7 or 8. See, that's a play where it looks like Jones made the right read, got it out of his hands quickly, threw to Wandale Robinson. For some reason, Wandale Robinson is not catching that in stride and breaking it up the field. He's stumbling over his own 2 feet, and we're short of a first down. These are the plays that cost you. They hand it off to Tyrone Tracy Jr., who's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Dayball going for it again. Brandon Nimmo, 2-0 count, gets a fastball blown right by him. Looks like Dayball can't get the call in. And the Giants are going to use a timeout in the third quarter. Unbelievable. Teoscar makes a catch on Nimmo in foul territory. It's all coming up bad. It looked like Brian Daboll's headset wasn't working. Couldn't get the play call in. Fourth and 2, the Giants are going to go for it. Don't get this. There's no way they win the game. They're playing with fire too much. They run speed option. Tyrone Tracy gets the first down. Wow. Speed option to Tyrone Tracy. Jones pitches it out on the edge to Tracy, and Tracy gets the first down. Like that play call from Brian Daboll. First and 10 now. Jones gives it to Tracy. Tracy gets maybe a yard. Second and 8. Giants go no huddle. 8 plays, 25 yards, 3 minutes for the Giants, using all the clock in the world. They throw it out in the flats to Tyrone Tracy Jr. He makes a man miss, gets a first down, and they throw another flag. It's unbelievable. First down, no flag. They pick it up. Nice little screen pass to Tyrone Tracy, who gets a first down. I like the looks of Tyrone Tracy. I mean, he's not having the most explosive day on the ground. He has 43 yards receiving, though. He has a nice burst to get away from defenders. He breaks a couple tackles. Giants in Bengal territory now. Jones just looks rushed and off script tonight. Handoff is to Eric Gray, who makes a nice move and gets about 6 or 7 on first down. Nice carry from Eric Gray. Eric Gray and Devin Singletary have run the ball well this year. It's been about fumbles. They both have fumbled in key times. Cannot have a fumble now on this drive. That cannot happen. That's what makes me worried about Eric Gray out there. We got to block Trey Hendrickson. Jones, looking, just throws it away. Second and 4. Giants running a lot of that read option, RPO stuff. Jones decided to keep it. Nobody was open. Every defense stayed home. Third and 4. Jones completes it to Darius Slayton, short of the first down. These slants are getting attacked and jumped by the Bengals defenders. It's starting to make me worry. I think one of them is going to get brought back for a pick 6 eventually. Not double play ball. Lindor fields it, throws out Tommy Edman, Danny Young in the game. 4th and 1 for Daniel Jones and the Giants. They're just playing Madden football. Playing against the computer, you just can't pick up 10 yards and 3 downs. You need all 4 to do it. You're just going for it wherever you can. Stacked box for the Bengals. The give is to Tracy, who picks up a first down. Big carry for Tyrone Tracy Jr. Methodical drive here from the Giants to at least get into field goal range. Which you shouldn't be, don't care about getting into field goal range at this point. That just cannot be the goal for this Giants team that struggles to score touchdowns. Tyrone Tracy almost got stripped there. Giants at the Bengal 30 now. Jones in the shotgun. First and 10. Jones, quarterback keeper, lowers his shoulder, picks up 5. It's crazy how Daniel Jones just does not slide. It's like his punishment for not being the best quarterback, not being a great thrower, is like, all right, we're going to need you to possibly break your neck on every carry. Nice pitch from Danny Young against Shohei. 2nd and 5 for the Giants. The give is to Tracy. Tracy finds a hole, breaks a tackle, holds onto the football, and gets a first down. Tyrone Tracy Jr. having a big drive here. I'm worried about him getting stripped. They're going for the ball, and that's why he's able to break tackles, because they're not wrapping him up. First and 10 in the red zone now at the Bengal 19. Jones in the shotgun. Tracy to his left. Jones back shoulder looking for Darius Slayton, and they throw the flag for pass interference. And Darius Slayton is shaken up badly. Not looking at the ball whatsoever, just tackles him. Slayton definitely doing his job to sell the call, but cornerback not turning his head, you're going to get that call every time. So now the Giants at the 1. Darius Slayton banged up, off the field. Number 1 receiver off the field. Daniel Jones under center. Can't have a fumble like we did last week on the 1-yard line. Handoff is to Tracy, who lowers his shoulder, and he's in there for the touchdown, and the Giants equalize. Or have a chance to at least. Tyrone Tracy Jr. was the Tracy Jr. drive. Heck of a couple of big runs from Tyrone Tracy. Holds onto the football, glides into the end zone. Let's go. Got to get the extra point, Greg Joseph. Nothing is easy with this Giants team, have to assume. And there we go. Tie ball game, 7-7. The Randalls and the DiVincenzos are furious that they got traded to Minnesota. It is what it is. Listen, it is what it is. I miss Dante, but I'm seeing all this stuff all over Twitter. Him and Rick Brunson got into it. I'm sure they'll act like nothing happened, but that's a little weird. I'm happy that the Timberwolves are not in our conference. Let's put it that way. Seven, big fumble from Zach Moss to spark that drive from the Giants. Tyrone Tracy, 12 carries for 32 yards, but most of that, I think he had like 4 yards to start that drive. He also had a big catch. Not a big catch, but he caught a screen. Just a methodical drive from the Giants that resulted in a touchdown. Big pass interference. Darius Slayton, back shoulder throw from Jones. That's why you have to make those throws, because if you don't at least attempt a few of those back shoulder throws down the field, yeah, they're risky. You know, defenders can make a play. It's hard to trust some of these receivers the Giants have outside of Malik Neighbors down the field to at least make a play on the football. But you do occasionally get a pass interference call. 6-0 Met game. Jack Flaherty still out there. 87 pitches in the top of the seventh. The Mets have just gone so quietly tonight into the night. Just so quietly. You can't even imagine how quietly they've gone. I can't remember just like a well-driven baseball from the Mets. Just a couple of blue pits is all they have to show for it. Jamar Chase with a big catch. First play coming out of break. Just down the field. Running Cordell Flott into circles. Heck of a throw. Heck of a catch. Just like that, they're into Giant territory. Burrow play action. Gets rid of it to T. Higgins. First down. Not a first down, excuse me. 2nd and 5 it'll be. Just defeated after that big play to T. Higgins. I mean, not to T. Higgins, to Jamar Chase. Cordell Flott. Just. It's a heck of a throw from Joe Burrow. Don't get it twisted. Right over the top. And all of a sudden, Jamar Chase has 72 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Bengals. Burrow in the shotgun. Jack Flaherty has been dominant tonight in L.A. They run the jet sweep to Jamar Chase, and he's got the football across the first down into the red zone, around the 20-yard line. Starting to get the ball to their playmakers. It's got to be better than that. Nice play from Kevin Kiermaier and right. Superman jumping to the wall. It's pretty easy, but made it look harder than it was. 1st and 10 for the Bengals as they've just gone down the field so far in this drive. Nice play by Tyler Nubin. At the line of scrimmage. Giants now just trying to hold the Bengals to a field goal opportunity. Second and 9 for Joe Burrow. Jesse Winker flies out to left. Burrow drops back. Dumps it off to his tight end. Flag on the play. First down inside the red zone on the 10 for Cincinnati now. So Giants defense After playing all that great defense when it was 7-0, now letting the Bengals march down the field and get going here. Have to watch Joe Burrow with his legs here. Incomplete. In the back of the end zone, Burrow looking for his receiver. Not sure if that was tipped, but it was kind of floated towards the back of the end zone. Let's see. Replay coming up. No, it wasn't tipped. Just fluttered out of Joe Burrow's hands. Duck. 2nd and goal. Jamar Chase goes in motion. T. Higgins with the catch. Giants wrap him up a yard shy of the touchdown. So it'll be 3rd and goal. Sam Hubbard reporting as eligible for the Bengals. Lines up as a tight end. Burrow hands it off. Walk-in touchdown for Chase Brown. There is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Back them up. Let's go. That's a big call. It's not 2nd down. This guy keeps forgetting the down. It should be third and goal after the holding. Yep, definite hold. Holds on Bobby Okereke, 67, Volson. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 11. Giants have to figure out a way to get a stop now. Receivers, empty set for the Bengals. Receivers all over the place. Burrow looking to run. He's going to go down. Dexter Lawrence with the sack, and it'll be 4th and goal. Sexy Dexy keeps his sack streak alive. I don't know if he has a streak, but he's having a big-time season. 7 sacks now for Dexter Lawrence. Great job. Joe Burrow clearly looking to run the whole time there. Didn't want to throw the football. Pocket collapsed. Azeez Ojulari, again, gets a hand on him. But Dexter Lawrence is the one who finishes the job. And he literally barrel tosses Joe Burrow. Holy crap. 37-yard field goal attempt now to make it 10-7. Big stand from this defense. Way to bend but not break. The kick is up. And it is good. So it'll be 10-7 Cincinnati. All things considered, not too shabby. Danny Young still in for the Mets. Listen, Met fans, if you wanted a lot of Met coverage tonight, I'm sorry. I wanted to get excited about tonight's game. The Bengals haven't gotten a single call the whole game. The refs are so one-sided, it's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, McCreary. That looked like a hold to me. He got around his pads. He dragged him down. The guy's arm was in the lane to try to make a tackle, and the guy dragged him down. I don't know what call necessarily you're referring to, per se. But your team has been pretty bad as well. I'm not saying my team has been good. Let's not try to make the refs something they're not in this game. Both teams really struggling on offense. Joe Burrow does not look comfortable. Neither does Daniel Jones. Bad fumble from Zach Moss. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Did you think that wasn't a hold? I'm just not sure what call you're hot about, per se. David Peterson finally coming out. Not the best outing from him. The Mets are using all their bullets here in Game 1, down 6-0. What's going to give? Giants offense, best drive of the game, obviously last time down the field. Had the benefit of, I guess you want to say that wasn't pass interference? I feel like that was pretty clear too. We shall see. We shall see. Damn, the Jets are playing the Steelers on Sunday Night Football night. The Jets have so many primetime games this year. That's kind of annoying. If I was a Jet fan, I'd be upset. Can we get a 1 o'clock game? Dexter Lawrence, second in the NFL in sacks with 7. .41 seconds to go, third quarter. Giants will get the ball. Kick goes through the end zone, takes a knee, touchback. First and 10, Darius Slayton cleared from concussion protocol, so he's back out there. Drew looked like he was shaken up after that pass interference call on the last drive. Giants take over on their own 30. Jones under center. Tyrone Tracy in the backfield. Jones just gets rid of it to Theo Johnson. Great throw, and Johnson picks up a first down. Jones got leveled, but he got rid of it just in time for the first. Giants now on their own 45 after the big pickup for Theo Johnson. Slayton motions into the backfield. Jones not going to run a play. They're going to just take it into the fourth quarter. Will Smith at the plate against Jose Buto. Man on first. 1-2 count. 1 out. Will Smith, one of the few Dodgers to not do damage tonight. Buto against Will Smith. Inside, 2-2 count. Fourth quarter coming up. Giants-Bengals. 10-7 ball game. Are they going to get something done? The offense, all season long, they don't have explosive plays, but they do methodically move the ball down the field. Good play calling has been kind of the main, good play calling on third and short, fourth and short has been big for the Giants. Like that speed option they ran, some of the play calling has been great in those scenarios. 4 sacks tonight. 2 from Ojulari, 1 from Burns, 1 from Dexter Lawrence. I mean, the defensive line, no doubt, is the strength of this Giants team. Max Muncy, 1 for 3 on the night, up with 2 outs against Jose Buto. Mets just no wind in their sails tonight. Pitching, offense, just nothing to get behind, nothing to get excited about. Who wants to make a play for this Giants offense? I mean, Darius Slayton getting cleared from concussion protocol. Giants offensive line has not had their best game by any stretch of the imagination. B.J. Hill has caused issues. That pick was so bad from Daniel Jones in the first half. Max Muncy flies out to left to end the seventh. Still 6-0 with 2 innings to play. I mean, the Mets just no-showed tonight on national TV. That's okay. Do that 3 more times and they'll be playing golf. Giants take over on 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Start the fourth quarter. Jones in the shotgun. Tracy to his left. Gives it to Tracy again. Tracy keeps the legs moving. Gets about 4 or 5. Giants hurry up again. Very quick to the line of scrimmage, the Giants right now in the second half. They send Tracy in motion to the left. Jones, quarterback keeper, keeps the football, gets about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2. These are the plays that decide games. 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Third and 1 for Daniel Jones. Gives it to Tracy, who's stuffed short of the first down. Brian Dable, no question about it, going to go for it. Fourth and 1. 13:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Giants down 3 to Cincinnati Bengals. They're keeping the offense on the field. Jones, QB sneak. He's got it. First down on the QB sneak. Just throwing Daniel Jones' neck into the mix. And he usually sticks it out like the QB sneak. Just getting thrown in there like a crash test dummy, Daniel Jones. $12:45 remaining. Slayton goes in motion. Jones gets the snap. Play action fake. Gets rid of it. Completes it to Tyrone Tracy Jr. Tracy Jr. gets across. Looks like he picks up a first. Nice cut from Tyrone Tracy at the last second. Daniel Hudson in for the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. It's all a formality in L.A. 2nd and inches now. Jones again, QB sneak on 2nd and inches. Not messing around. Holds onto the football. Picks up the first. Tyrone Tracy Jr. split out wide. Giants getting him a lot of touches tonight. He seems to be the main weapon in terms of making people miss, getting the ball in space. Bengals show pressure. Giants pick it up. Jones gets rid of it, completes to Tyrone Tracy Jr. for a gain of about 5. Second and 5 on the Cincinnati 29. Giants now in field goal range. Can't have any turnovers. Incomplete. I don't know what that was. Jalen Hyatt just looks lost. Third and 5. 10:30 remaining. Jones takes the snap. Gets rid of it. It's batted back down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Right off of B.J. Hill's face. Big kick for Greg Joseph. Snap is good. Hold is good. Joseph missed the kick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Greg Joseph. See you later. Mets have 2 base runners in the top of the 8th against Daniel Hudson. Has stranger things happened? I don't think so. Unbelievable, Greg Joseph. Unbelievable. First and second, 1 out. Lindor, if you're going to make something happen, now would be the time. At least go out with a fight. The kicking is so bad, Adel. Like it should be 10-10. It's an easy kick for an NFL kicker. It's not like a 55-yarder. Unreal. Now a touchdown ends this game because you can't kick a field goal. And there's plenty of reasons. I get it. The quarterback played bad. Blah, blah, blah. So-and-so did this. So-and-so did that. I don't care. Each game needs to be looked at in its own vacuum. And it should be 10-10 right now with everything to play for and all your timeouts and a 2-minute warning and plenty of time left. But instead, we're going to give the Bengals a chance to drive the field and end the game. Unreal. back from break in New Jersey. Burrow in the shotgun, hands it off. Chase Brown. Chase Brown running hard. Picks up 5. Two count to Francisco Lindor with men on first and second. Lindor gets under one to center. Easy play for Kiermaier. Runners will hold. 2nd and 5 for the Bengals at their own 42 after the missed kick. Burrow drops back. Pump fakes. Sails one complete. I mean, Burrow is throwing ducks all over the field, but these guys are wide open. T. Higgins wide open. Graham Gano's injury now has ruined 2 games. I get it. You have 10 points isn't enough anyway. I get it. Offense hasn't been good. Trust me. I'm aware. But the idea that every single game the margin for error has to be so thin, like we can't make a field goal. Burrow just throws it at his receiver's feet. Nice play by 57. Vientos 0-1 count against Daniel Hudson. Second and 10 for the Bengals in Giant territory at the 44. Nice pitch from Evan Phillips, or Daniel Hudson, excuse me. Chase Brown brought down by Drew Phillips. Nice play in the open field by Drew Phillips. And it'll be 3rd down. Have to watch Joe Burrow with his legs on 3rd down. Vientos goes down swinging at a slider. There goes that half of a rally. Burrow drops back, gets pressured, gets drilled, and throws incomplete. Brian Burns levels Joe Burrow untouched and throws incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 10. The Giants defense does it again. Big stop. Yeah, the Dodgers just look like they've been here before, Addo, and they look like they got through their hard part of the schedule already. Brian Burns absolutely levels Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's head snapped back on that as well. So 9 hurries, 4 sacks, 3 hits for Joe Burrow. This defensive line for the Giants is for real. If nothing else, there's nothing else you want to believe in about this Giants team. The defensive line is for real. Punt is up. Fair catch called for around the 11-yard line by Smith Marset. He makes the play. 8 minutes to go, and the game is there still for the Giants to be had if they want. I mean, the Bengals' offense looks just as bad as theirs. Since the first quarter, you'd argue it looks worse because Joe Burrow has had that one big run, but otherwise, Bengals have not had been able to string together a couple of big plays in a row. The Giants, without Malik Neighbors, though, they're just missing that juice. They're missing that one guy can get open or make a big play at a moment's notice. Right now, they're just, quick game, getting the ball out in the flats, getting the ball out, quick slants, quick curl routes, and it's dangerous. It's a lot of chunky, discombobulated plays. And How many hits for the Mets tonight? 3 hits. Winker, Iglesias, Alvarez, all singles. Everyone else, offers. Giants' defensive line has been dominant tonight. Dominant. Could have been another sack there. I mean, Brian Burns, untouched, levels Joe Burrow. He just gets away. Who wants to make a play? Who wants to make a play? Burrow back to the concussion tent. What did I say? His neck snapped back on that sack. Brian Burns with a full-on head of steam running directly at you. Ouch. And then your head hits the ground. Could definitely be a concussion. Kike Hernandez drills one out to center, base hit. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Daniel Jones under center. I just feel like something bad's going to happen soon. Jones steps into a throw, completes it to Darius Slayton for a 1st down. Burrow still in that concussion tent. Jones drops back. Completes to Slayton again. Near 1st down. Darius Slayton and Daniel Jones. Joe Burrow comes out of the tent. Looks like he's going to be okay. Jones, QB sneak on 2nd and inches. 1st down. Can't be thinking about getting 3 here. Got to figure out a long drive. A 5-minute drive here. And a touchdown would be glorious. Jones completes to Wan'Dale Robinson. Gain of about 5 or 6. Jalen Hyatt out there. Does he have a catch? I think he has 1 catch. Has not been useful so far today. Jones airs it out, looking for Hyatt. Incomplete. Third and 3. Jalen Hyatt back on the bench where he belongs. Honestly, that was his play. That was his moment in the sun. Alonso, shaky throw, safe. Horrible throw from Pete Alonso. Looks like he's never thrown a baseball before. Jones gives it to Tyrone Tracy. Tyrone Tracy, 1st down and then some. Big carry on 3rd and 3 for Tracy. Excellent from the rookie. He looks like a real player the Giants might have found out of Purdue. Only 48 yards on the ground, but there's been some big short yardage plays that he's made, and he's 57 yards through the air to lead the team in receiving. Giants in Bengal territory now. 5:11 to play. Gives it to Tracy again. Tracy makes a nice cut, gets about 4 or 5. Nice run from Tyrone Tracy. Like the way he puts his foot in the ground, makes a decision, gets the hard yardage. Instead of trying to do happy feet, he makes one cut and goes forward. 2nd and 7. Jones looking, completes to Jalen Hyatt. So it'll be 3rd and short. Methodical. No, it's Isaiah Hodgins, excuse me. Thought they pulled out Isaiah Hodgins out of witness protection. And he gets a catch. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the G-men. Under 4 to play. Long yard to gain here. Tracy slips. It's 4th and short. Giants are going to go for it. This might decide the game here. The analytics say to go for it. So the Giants are going to go for it. This is pretty much the game here. I have a bad feeling about this play. I don't know why. Incomplete. Throwing it. Everyone's covered. DB makes a nice play on the ball. Just brutal. Just brutal. You have 4th and 5 or whatever it was, 4th and 2. You run the slant. Darius Slayton just has it. 3 minutes to go. 3-point game. Joe Burrow back in the game, I think. Yep, he's back in there. They hand it off to Chase Brown, who's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for about a 2 to 3 yard loss. So the Bengals will have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. Brian Burns makes another big play. The Giants will burn a timeout, and it'll be 3rd down and long with 12 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning. The Giants have one timeout left. Eight nothing Dodgers, by the way. 9-0 Dodgers. So I'm missing all these runs. Third and 12 for Burrow and the Bengals. First down effectively ends the game. Burrow looking to run. Completes it out of bounds to Yasavas for a first, and that'll end the game. Thought I saw a hold on Brian Burns there, but he just let him go. They pitch it out wide to Chase Brown, who fumbles! The Giants have the... Oh, they have to recover that! Pinnock has it go through his arms. Oh, my God. You have to recover that. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable how bad this team is, man. McFadden forces the fumble. Pinnock... Oh, my God. That's game. That's game. I'm going to have to end the stream in another minute. It's unreal. The Giants tonight were somehow more frustrating than the Mets. The Mets just didn't show up at all. The Giants just kept themselves in the game all night to just... Just don't know what to say at this point. The offense was horrible from the G-men and the Mets. But oh my God, you force a fumble there and it goes right through Jason Pinnock's hands. All he has to do is pick it up. All he had to do was pick the ball up. Unbelievable. Daniel Jones, 19 for 35 with an interception, no touchdowns. He had 56 yards rushing. Tyrone Tracy, 17 carries, 50 yards, 57 yards receiving. Darius Slayton, 5 catches for 47 yards. Darius Slayton, 5 catches on 10 targets. Wan'Dale Robinson, 4 catches on 9 targets. Second and 3 after the 2-minute warning. Giants have 1 timeout left. If they can get a stop here, who knows? Who cares? Bengals use a timeout. They try to draw the Giants offside. It does not work. Tough one. T. Higgins, 7 catches, 77 yards. Jamar Chase, 5 catches, 72 yards. A lot of their damage coming on like 1 or 2 plays. They got nothing going on the ground. They got sacked 4 times. Joe Burrow was not good today at all. But it's going to be a 10-7 victory for the Cincinnati Bengals. Or not. Or they're about to score. Chase Brown breaks free, big run, touchdown, end of the game. I mean, you play good defense for the whole game. It doesn't really matter at this point, but it's just like, can we wrap him up? Tyler Nubin misses his assignment, it looks like. And that's going to be it. I think I'm going to end the stream there. Overall, one of the worst sports nights I think I've ever watched. Giants defense played okay. Offense non-existent. Defense, even at the end of the game, kind of just folded right there. Not that it really mattered or made a difference. Daniel Jones was poor. Missed a lot of throws. That being said, I hate watching this team without Malik Neighbors on the field. I mean, Wan'Dale and Darius Slayton's targets are nightmares. They don't get open. They don't attack the football. They're both skinny and small. Just not good targets. Not a good time. Tyrone Tracy, he looked okay. Couldn't really run the ball, but he was effective on short yardage and catching the ball out of the backfield. Other than that, Brian Burns played really well. Zizo Jalari had a good first half. Just this offense isn't good enough. Everyone's going to point to the quarterback. That's completely fine. Just tell me who we're replacing him with. Before you just say replace him, let me know who you want to replace him with. I'm open to hearing it at this point. But these receivers stink. 4th down, nobody's open. He's thrown into tight windows. You want to blame him, fine. But I'm looking at the field. No one's open. So it is what it is. Giants lose. Mets lose. Absolute disaster. Until next time, who knows when I'll be back. Hit that like button if you're watching the replay. Hopefully you guys got something out of this because I really tried my best to give you some type of energy. But there was nothing there. There was nothing there from either team offensively. And for the Mets' sake, they just got blown out from Jump Street. So until next time, peace.